Alright, we are making it out today to do the first thoughts on doing the new gearing on the Triumph Bobber. I personally decided to do a 39 tooth on the rear and leave the front 17. We're going to get down to a nice little scenic spot that I haven't been to for a couple weeks, so ride back roads down there, get my first opinion of it, and also tell you guys why I did it and show you guys. So let's make our way down there and I will talk some more then. Alright, so I don't even know where to begin with this. I have a polished sprocket on the back. I did it to kind of do dual polished on the back with the dual disc up front and just kind of make it a little bit more symmetrical. But yeah, I did a steel 39 tooth rear sprocket up from the 37 tooth, which is stock, with a 17 up front. Tried to film the install and just kind of came to the conclusion that I don't really have the most photographic like garage area right now. So in the future, when I actually get my own garage, I will be able to do installs and have everything dialed the way that I want. The change of this is so much bigger than I thought. Like, didn't even expect this. The main reason that I decided to re-gear the bike, and it's actually not even for riding it, it's for visual looks. The gap right here opposed to right here, so how far the back wheel sat back, was the biggest reason why I decided to re-gear the bike. It is within 2 to 3 millimeters of each other now, where before it was over 10 millimeters, which is nuts to say. It moved the rear axle up 7 to 8 millimeters. So that's a pretty giant jump to me to get the rear wheel up to make the curvature of the fender fit the tire better. That is the biggest reason why I did it. One of the other reasons is when you're going around town first, second gear, especially going from second to third gear, like 25 mile an hour, you just have a lot of bogging or have to kind of rev it out to get it into third gear when you're in a 25 mile an hour zone, and this has smoothened that out a good amount. Like, it's not completely gone, but it has made a huge difference on that. The biggest thing with coming here, which I did not expect, actually there's two. The first one, I knew that obviously scooting the rear wheel up is going to shorten the wheelbase. Theoretically, should give this bike a little bit more of a lean angle for this bike not really having any leaning angle, as you guys have seen in the past from my picture of actually scraping the frame on the ground, leaning it over so much. Pleased to say that I definitely noticed a change in that because I went around some turns like normal, didn't even hit the foot pegs. Super pleased with that. I don't know to what actual degree that's changed the bike. One thing that I did not expect to change at all, which actually did, is the fact that I am 6'1", right around 200 pounds without gear on, and I have my seat modified back, so I have a little bit more weight back, but this has actually completely changed the ride quality of the rear shock. Before, I kind of felt like with not being able to adjust the factory shock at all and being over the weight that they set this up for, it actually feels almost like more set up for a heavier rider now. But what I believe the reason is for that is since the rear wheel is up further, my weight is not as much leverage on the rear of the bike anymore, which is something that diesel, bro. I was not expecting that at all. That is a huge surprise to me that I am very happy with. What was I gonna say? Okay, so complete brain fart. Had way more to talk about when I got here than I expected to, but another thing that I did want to keep an eye on is riding the bike around 50 miles an hour. Typically, fifth gear was around, I think, 2200 RPM, and now with 1739, 2400 RPM. Besides, obviously having to do the fenders, because I think the fenders make this bike look so much better like this. I honestly would almost go with the sprocket is one of the very first things, even over exhaust. Wind is picking up. I'm having a brain fart too, so I am going to just take some pictures and okay, sorry, just remembered, I will add some clips of the install at the end of this video if I don't think that I have enough clips and quality footage to actually make a video for it. But if they're not at the end of this video, then check out probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I will have a video of the install and specs and stuff that you need for that. So yeah, let's get to the pictures. Alright, so enough farting around here. I'm going to jump back on the bike and enjoy this for the rest of the day because we're going to have another cold week and then hopefully summertime. But also in Maryland / the US, this coming weekend will be daylight savings time, so we'll get a little bit more light at the end of the day. But with the warmer weather coming, it will make it easier for me to get out here during the ideal photo opportunities, not casting my shadow with a house in the background when I want this to be the background that I'm taking a photo of. So once I can actually get out super early or super late, we'll be able to get more prime photos and videos. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I have to say I highly recommend doing this gear ratio on the bobber if you have it. If you guys like this video, of course, give me a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about it, leave them down below, subscribe, and let's see where we go next.